If Game of Thrones and Final Fantasy Tactics had a baby, it would probably look like the Banner Saga. It's an RPG in which you essentially control two teams, one of whom a group of Varl, or giants, the other primarily humans, as they struggle to survive in a world that's essentially going through the end times, as the sun has stopped in the sky, and monstrous humanoid automatons named Dredge are surging forward, fleeing something and crushing anything that gets in their way. The entire game centers around tough choices that you'll have to make. Do you stay in this town and defend it from Dredge? Do you keep moving? Do you take in this new guy into your caravan, or do you leave him behind, not wanting to risk anything? And intercut between all of that is, of course, the extremely well done battle system. Here's how it works. It's an overhead view in which you put down your various characters that you arrange in proper turn order on specific areas of the map so that you can get them in just the right place they need to be to strategize and plan out your attacks. There's archers, regular spearmen, those who use axes, and of course the gigantic Varl, who take up an immense amount of space on the map, but who are powerhouses in battle. It's turn by turn. You go first, then your enemy, and you have a variety of ways of combating your foes. And of course, it's not just going to be the Dredge that you're facing too, because more often than not, you'll find that a lot of humans are pretty nasty themselves, and you'll have to take them down some way if diplomacy doesn't work out first. You can either snipe at them from a distance, or get up close and personal. It's all a matter of careful strategy, figuring out who needs to go where on the map. If you play your cards right, none of your characters will end up dead. And if you play your cards really well, you'll get extra bonuses for clearing out the field of battle so quickly. Not to mention the fact that every time your characters get enough kills, they'll build in renown and are eligible for promotions at the end of every battle. And promotions means that you can essentially level up your characters by spending the renown that you get from every single battle. Be forewarned though, even though you can raise your characters to level 5, the highest level possible, and turn them into lean, mean fighting machines, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to maximize all of their stats. No, you have to carefully choose which stats you want to invest in, which items you want to give your characters. Basically, everything is about the careful management of resources so that when it comes time to fight, your characters will be able to perform to the best of their abilities. And even so, though it's tempting to spend all your renown in leveling up your characters as much as possible so that they can cleave through huge swaths of enemies on the battlefield, you're not always going to want to do that. Because another big part of the game is, and I'm being dead serious here, supply management. It's very similar to the Oregon Trail in this regard. You don't just buy items at the market, you can also buy supplies which will keep your party alive as you do the long stretches of trekking across the land. And you need those supplies to keep morale high, you need them to stay alive, because if you run out of food, your men will start to die, and battles will become harder. The entire game is about consequences and choices. There's going to be times when you make a choice and you're not entirely sure if it's going to come back to bite you in the butt. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So there's high replayability to find out the different rewards and risks and the like. Not to mention, combined with the great sound design, the wonderful music, and the excellent art design of the game, all of this combined makes me say, the Banner Saga is well worth buying. Seek it out on iOS or Steam if you can.